So what Billy
What do
would
you want us to do?
Okay, so obviously I've been talking to Billy. So the way that I do my work is I ask people like what's wrong and what's the bad thing that is happening or that someone is doing. And based off of what they tell me, I identify what the feelings and needs are. So what Billy is feeling is like he's feeling like he's unheard, like his needs are not valued. He's feeling like hurt and exploited and abused is a faux feeling, but he doesn't trust caregivers. So what Billy wants is he wants emancipation. He's 14 and a half. His experience with caregivers is like sexual, verbal, psychological, physical, pretty much every type of abuse. So he doesn't trust caregivers and he wants to be emancipated. He's fine having like a legal guardian, but he wants to be housed at something like a homeless shelter. He's been in touch with Homeboy Industries and and Spy is a safe place for youth. They work in Venice Beach, California, and everyone wants to help Billy. Marcus with Spy, I can give you his phone number. He wants to help house Billy. Would you be willing to take his phone number and call him?
I'll take his phone number.
Okay, thank you. I'm kind of like the one who brings everyone together and gets everyone's needs met. What needs do you guys have, and how can I help to meet your needs and support you?
So I actually cannot talk to you about Billy's case at all, but I can get the information from you.
I can give you all the information you need in that court case. I will just support you by being as truthful and transparent as possible, and I will support you by giving you whatever it is that you tell me will be most life affirming. How does that sound?
Okay, so do you want to give me Marcus's phone number?
Yes, I want to give you Marcus's phone number, and I also want to give you the police officer's phone number that is involved.
Okay.
Okay, great. Okay, Marcus with Safe Place for Youth is 424-428-0726.
Uh-huh.
And the police officer informed that Billy is in my care. They watch him under the surveillance. They know what time he comes. They came at 7 in the morning, and he left after these people attacked him. And I don't know what physical violence he experienced besides being yanked out in his sleep and doused with water. I saw his blankets were soaking wet and they were in the sand, and where he was sleeping was all stomped with sand, like someone had stomped through. The child was accused of stealing the person's phone he was just hanging out with. So the whole group came over absolutely enraged, wanting to attack Billy. And I went out and was able to diffuse the situation and get them to leave, but I was not able to get Billy to stay. Billy took off. So when the authorities came in the morning, he was not there. What was that?
Okay. So he's not with you now?
I do not know his location. The last time I saw him was at the skate park.
Okay.
Billy is choosing to hang out and be sober, as far as I know, except he is smoking nicotine in oil, I think, or vape form and tobacco form. And I believe he's smoking marijuana. And then I heard him like joke around about hallucinogens, but as far as I know, Billy's like sober, but I would consider this a really high risk situation, just because of the environment and the characters involved at Venice Beach at night. And Billy doesn't go to sleep until 2 or 3 in the morning. So my collaboration with law enforcement and with the community, my collaboration is to provide a safe space for Billy. And I've asked community members to house him indoors also letting them know that it's illegal. So I guess I know they're gonna say no. So I can't house Billy indoors, but I'm able to house him outdoors. And then I sleep next to him in a separate chamber. I call it like a chamber, right? So it's like a temple, and there's different bedrooms or chambers. And I've been doing this for 4 years. I'm pretty well known out here. I'm known as Daisy the Venice Healer. So I work with the police directly. So the police officer will tell you who I am if you need any type of like background, but my training is in nonviolent communication, and that is derived from Marshall Rosenberg, a psychologist who worked directly with foster care systems and police and jails to develop need-based systems in our government systems. So just so you know my training and my background, it's like nonviolent communication mediation based stuff. So I'm not like a therapist and I'm not law enforcement, but I guess the community considers me a mandated reporter.
Okay.
I have certifications in hypnotherapy, yoga instruction. I'm a licensed CMT. I have multiple trauma healing, communication, different types of like psychology trainings, like personal development type things. But all of my work is volunteer. So you guys could feel free to reach out to me for anything actually in Venice Beach, because I deal with missing persons all the time. And the same weekend Billy ended up at my temple, I had a teenage girl, like 16 years old, with a baby. So stuff like this comes to me a lot.
So where is your temple? So it's not in one place?
I move it around, and it's called like Healing Arts Dojo, and we're on our way to becoming a 501c3. We were working with a 501c3 called Oasis Network, but they lapsed. So we're creating our own 501c3, which is going to be called A Call to Love. So right now, I'm just kind of like my own person. But just so you know that, like, there's a bunch of people who help me and support me, and one of my friends has gotten Tracy Park involved, and I can give you her phone number because Tracy Park and her are texting each other directly. So if you want to talk to Tracy Park, I can give you Mary's phone number and she could put you in touch with Tracy, because everyone wants this kid off the beach. Tracy Park had them come to the beach and Billy ran away from them. And Billy trusts me. So you have my phone number. So if you would just include me in the collaboration, Billy trusts me enough to stay at my temple, and I'm responsible for most of his needs. I make sure he gets fed. I take him to different locations to get baths, to get showers, to get clothing. So I've been the one who's been working directly with all the caregivers and social workers and calling his attorney, and I'm on the phone with you. And so I want you to see me as an asset and as like, you know, not as an informant, but as like, we're all working together because we all want the same thing.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling me, and I have all the information that you gave me.
Oh, and if they're going to get Billy, ask them to get me first, because last time they hog-tied him and the community got really upset. So the police know you have the officer's number, so maybe reiterate like all they have to do is involve me, and I'm a really powerful mediator. So like if the social worker can't come out, like they should have me go, because I have a rapport with the child. I can get him to walk over and get into their police car. And even better, if they allow me to go with him, if I can't go in the same car, I could go in a separate car, kind of a thing like that. And Tracy Park can get stuff like that done. She can also help make exceptions for Spy and Homeboys to take him. So if you could call Mary, get in touch with Tracy Park. If you have trouble getting Tracy Park's phone number, let me know. I will get it for you.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
DTVH in the house.